Have you guys watched any good horror movies lately?
What?
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Which one?
We went and saw Pet Cemetery last night.
Oh boy. Let me hear it.
I thought the acting was really good. They definitely changed the story. We won't give too much away because it's still new in the theaters.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. John Lithgow was on.
Great, yeah.
Oh no.
I know he was in the. We were in the theater. And we were like, there was his oldest son, Vinny, and myself, and then two people like way in the back because it was like during an odd time to go. And Vinny goes when John Lithgow goes running. He's like, "It's time to go." I was like, I was waiting for it.
Was it bloody at all?
No, not really. Some parts.
Yeah.
I will say that the little girl that they had acting this movie, she might be like the next Jennifer Lawrence type. Like, she was amazing. I know that who was the little blonde girl that started real young? She's in Man on Fire.
Oh, I'm talking
Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, like she might be the next that business because she was really good.
What's old Dakota looking like these days?
What is she doing these days is a better question. Man, she did like 19 movies and then stopped.
She's in a series now, isn't she?
I don't know.
You spelled Delota Fanning. But I will say I've also been watching this show on Netflix. It's new. It's a Netflix original called Black Summer.
Oh, yeah? It's
really good. It's kind of like a zombie survival game almost. Like one of those types because it's so like Walking Dead is like very group and backstory and kind of all mixed together oriented. This is not. This is you get dumped in the middle of this shit and you run with your characters. And there's like sometimes hardly any talking. It's really weird. It's really cool.
I was thinking about a zombie survival show that was like a comedy though. I would like to make one of those.
That'd be fun.
Like like people are wondering where the disease came from and shit like that, but nobody ever gets it right. And it has like the style of Arrested Development to it.
Yeah, oh gosh,
it was like
yes.
It all started from a dirty pan at Fuddruckers.
That's so
obscure. Oh my god, I've had Fuddruckers in forever. That's a local place for those of you that don't live here in the Big O.
Actually, it's
not local?
nationwide.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because there was a parody of it called Buttfuckers that was
never mind.
Idiocracy.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought they were local.
St. God's Hospital.
This computer froze.
Yeah, I would like to make a show that's a comedy about zombies, but there's actually a zombie movie coming out by Jim Jarmusch.
Oh, yes. We saw a preview for it last night, too.
Called The Dead Don't Die.
It was wonderful.
And if you've ever seen a Jim Jarmusch film...
What else has he done?
Coffee and Cigarettes.
No.
He's done some pretty... His comedy is very... how do I put this?
Is it satirical?
It's not satirical at all.
It's not satirical.
It's very dry.
Okay, I like dry. Like a British comedy almost?
No.
Fuck me.
Even British comedy is pretty damp. Like this, like Jim Jarmusch is very dry, and his stuff isn't for everybody. But this looks like one of the films that he'll do that actually stands out amongst other people. So
it looks really good. So I definitely want to go see that. June 14th.
June something like that.
I think so.
I haven't seen Hellboy either. I heard it was pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
I heard it got shit on.
Yeah, but a lot of the movies that get shit on, I really like.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I get that, but apparently this one was, they were like, they should never fucking made this movie. It didn't need to be done, blah, blah, blah. It was over the top with everything, and it didn't need to be, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm going to go see it. I'll
still go see it, because I know nothing about the Hellboy comic series, but I do like, I like the first two movies they put out, so.
I didn't like the second one.
I thought it was good.
I like the first one.
First one was fucking amazing.
Oh, that's fine.
But
I mean, you get what you get.
Guillermo del Toro doesn't do sequels very well, so.
And I like him. He's got a new movie coming out, too.
He's got a game coming out as well.
Yes. He's a busy fella.
What's the movie he's got coming out?
We saw a preview for it last night, and it was called I Was Going to the Bathroom.
It's not Brightburn, is it?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah.
That looks really stupid.
No, it looks great.
Oh, it looks pretty dumb,
we saw an elongated trailer for it, so maybe
like when she says the book reads you.
Yeah.
All I could think is, oh my god, who wrote that line? Like
You
that's
don't read the book.
that's a dumb line.
Dale's hating it already.
No, because I like those stories when I was a kid. And the guy that makes those stories, he used to live in Iowa. I think
Yeah,
it
he
was
came. Remember, he came to our school.
yeah, but I don't know. I haven't really been keen on that idea to make it into a movie. It doesn't make much sense. So, but I don't know.
I'm gonna see it for sure because I remember those books and I remember like when he came to our school and we have some signed copies from him too.
Do you? 'Cause
Yeah, remember he signed our books?
I never got mine signed.
I listened to a
Mom must have
Quick
not had you
plug
there
here.
that day.
I listened to this YouTube caster guy named Otis
Spunkmeyer.
Gyrie,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like an old Canadian guy. He sounds like, but he he reads a series. I think it's called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just little short stories that I think are fun. And he puts me to sleep because his voice is like
He's like an ASMR reading.
kind of like if I watch the first 48 or something like that. The narrator's always just it's sleepy
Lull you to
time.
bed.
Yep,
Yeah, he has another guy too. The dude that does like the universe.
The universe.
He makes fans of Sleepy Bear,
I call it the snooziverse.
but he's really smart. It's not Oh fudge! That's not what I said. I said the real thing.
Fuck.
Oh poo! What is his name?
I don't know who you guys are talking
It's
about.
Brian
Yeah, it's on
Pickings.
Netflix.
Brian what?
Pickings.
Never heard of it.
He's really smart. And I think he must learn stuff when he's sleeping because he sure does talk about it.
It's not that guy. Like he's good too.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I know you do.
I would care to say that Vance has only seen 14 hours of the first 48. I fell
Yeah.
asleep during 16 Blocks. You remember that movie with Bruce Willis?
I watched the first 10 minutes of the first 48.
I woke up and I was like, how many blocks has it been? He's like, they're on the 13th block. I'm like, man, I fell asleep for 8
What's
blocks.
this now? Is that an old movie?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like from 2000.
It took me 2 days to watch 48 hours.
How long did it take you to watch 60 minutes?
3 hours. Took Dan a whole 2 days to cook minute rice.
You have to steep it. You have to steep your rice.
Uncle Ben's coming over.
No, he's not.
Oh, yes, he is.
It's got to be perfect.
The reanimated corpse of Uncle Ben.
That's
That's not him.
And his last name is Dover.
Ben Dover. I get it. It's funny because there's an innuendo in there.
Is there a bus there? A Seymour bus? Yeah, hello.
We should probably do our intro.
Oh.
My name on PlayStation is Hugh.
Jazz.
No,
Oh, okay.
Jerickson.
Oh, God. What are you, 12?
That's my Fortnite name.
Mama Raper 420. That kid's probably 11 years old. That's what they do.
Mama Raper?
Yeah, I'm gonna rape your mom. Yeah, that's funny to say it for 11
But it'd be
year
funny if you spelled it wrong. It was like Mama Rapper. Must be a hip mom. I rap about coupons and the store. Get in my minivan, let's go for more.
Wow, Natalie. Virgin sign you yet?
That's a mom rapper.
There's a mini-
Y'all are jealous.
My chicken parm is the bomb. I'm the hip soccer mom.
Oh, God, stop.
That's her sweet, like, Casio keyboard beat.
She's playing Bossa Nova. She hits the Bossa Nova button. This is the Don't Look Under the Bed podcast.
Natalie's making it rain fucking Foodland coupons in the video.
I go to Baker's.
Woohoo buys for your eyes. This mama got. She got them mom jean thighs.
She's got a necklace with a gold shopping cart.
Getting Dakota and Jeffrey for school.
Talon.
Better finish early. Don't be a fool.
Hunter and Talon.
Talon.
Now,
When I was-
Hunter,
when I was doing, I forgot to do the intro.
Yeah.
There's an intro here. Look, everybody, we have an audience.
hey,
so on
guys.
and so forth. There's this is Don't Look at the Bed podcast for all things comedy and horror. One of your cool hosts, Dan Wonder, next to me is
Natalie Rose.
next to her is
You're rapping. Vinny Rose host.
and it looks like Nick is out for the week.
He's
Tenebrae.
not. Oh, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not. He
Tenebrae
hasn't said
took his spot. He was already in his chair.
anything. Yeah, pretty much. But today's episode is the Brutal Blender, so get ready for some hijinks. And apparently we're changing tires as well.
That was a blender.
It didn't sound like it. Try your best.
It didn't sound like a blender. That sounded like the tire thing you got in the garage.
An impact wrench goes.
Oh,
So this one just lasts longer. That's the sound effect.
is that on like one of those little CNCs where you pull the thing down? The impact
Carl
wrench
says.
goes. The blender goes.
The impact wrench goes.
And we are doing just the Brutal Blender today. We don't have a topic. We're just
No,
gonna
just doing some
spit
fun.
about.
Since Nick's not here,
Speaking of blenders, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm not. I ate Chick-fil-A. I probably shouldn't have, but I did it anyway.
You
I
did.
did it anyway. Yeah. But we do have somewhat of a topic. We're going to be talking more about horror today than we normally do, because there's some horror movies coming out, horror news that's up on the sites, and we're going to read some headlines. So start us off with one, Natalie.
No, my computer's froze, so I had to
Okay.
reboot it.
Start us off with one, Vance.
Well, one thing that I saw today is that paranormal investigator Lorraine Warren dies at 92. Back to you, Dan.
Film at 11.
Uh,
She's the one
The
from,
Annabelle doll
Oh.
thing.
There's another one of those coming out.
The Conjuring.
I don't know why they made the first one.
What was it? Annabelle
Excuse me, dolls
2?
aren't scary.
Annabelle 2?
I don't know what it
We
was.
saw a preview for it last night, and it was just like he and I did the look at the same time eye roll and went, ugh.
I think so. Here's the thing. I'm sure she was a nice lady. I think they were frauds.
Of course.
But that being said, they got a lot of buzz in the horror community, which I respect. But I don't.
Is a doll really horror, though?
This
I
movie's
mean-
about the girl let the doll out of the box, something like that. I let her out. I'm like, fuck. Can we just speed this along? Let's go.
Let's get to the end.
Fast forward.
We talked about how funny it would be if they made a porno with Chucky and the Annabelle doll.
Oh, gross.
Yes.
That would be hilarious.
It's just like two hands slapping dolls together.
It's
like
kind-
kids do so with, this is how they have sex. And clap,
It's
clap,
like the
clap.
puppet scene from America. Oh, what's that movie?
Team America.
Team
War of
America.
Police. When I saw that scene, I was in the theater. I just looked at my friend.
There's shit on that puppet's chest.
Oh, gross.
That fucked me up, man.
It was a funny movie.
Anyway, Ed Warren died in 2006,
I don't
right?
know. I have no idea.
Excuse me.
That was a good one.
Everyone's just burping on the podcast.
I had some lemonade, and it is still here.
It is with deep sadness that this person, not me, must announce that Lorraine Warren has passed away. The
Vinny could care
Society
less.
posted. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, sorry, but I'm sure you were nice, and
Jesus Christ.
you never baked me cookies.
Thank God we're not going to her funeral.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's dead. I'm doing the you googly, and
Somebody will
I think there's some cookies and punch over there. Thanks for coming
Did you
out.
just say you googly?
Yeah, it's on Zoolander.
Oh, yeah.
She died peacefully in her sleep.
Oh, that's how I want to go.
Not screaming and yelling like the passengers in her car. No, I'm joking. That was a bad joke.
God. What's wrong with you?
He's got low blood sugar right now.
Yeah. She never met a person she didn't like, to quote Will Rogers.
Who's Will
'cause-
Rogers?
Well, I don't know. She probably didn't like him.
He's that damn Sam Squanch.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I am not happy anybody's dead. Like, well, some people maybe, but not her.
I think the only person you can really say about is Hitler. But I say
Gone too soon.
But I say Mother Teresa.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck.
Yep. I'm glad she's gone.
Yeah.
This just
Yep.
got real.
She's a fucking evil person. And I don't know, like, people always go, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. It's like, really?
Really?
When she was withholding funds and taking money from sick people and exploiting the shit out of them, and also not giving them medicine and leaving them to their deathbeds, also to suffer
Really?
because of her thing of God's plan. Yeah, she's an evil fucking twat, and I'm glad she's gone.
Wow. You even dropped the T word.
Yeah. You know what she'd be doing if she was alive right now?
Hmm.
Scratching at the inside of her coffin.
He's got a million of them, folks.
It's here all night. We can go back to Minivan Mom rapping.
A minivan mom coming down.
It says the Warrens also trained a Stratford man that investigated the Monroe families that claimed their son was possessed by a demon in 1998, according to a story from the Hartford Courant. I'm really milking this article. I'm just not interested.
Well,
I'm sorry.
We cannot tell by the sound of your monotonic voice.
She was survived by her 2 children.
Yeah.
Littering in.
Okay, next article.
She now
I've got some fun.
possesses a food blender.
I found this article online about horror's 75 most memorable movie moments.
Let's read a couple of them off.
Done.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. The movie Seven, What's in the Box?
Great movie.
What's in the box? What's in the
Or-
fucking box?
The movie Con Air. Why couldn't you just put the bunny
in the
back in the box?
Which one? Who did that come from?
Con
Nicolas
Air.
Cage.
I don't remember that movie.
Why
When,
couldn't you just put the bunny back in the box?
was he fighting Dave Chappelle?
No,
In
it
the
was
plane?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle was in that
Yeah,
movie.
he's in
Was
that.
he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
was one of the prisoners.
Native American dude on fire. He's like, "Hey, Chief, you come through this okay? I hope you don't hold a grudge." And he put lighter fluid on him and threw a match at him, and he's like, "The last Mohican is burning, man."
Well,
What the fuck?
I can't
I
do
don't
the
remember
movie
this
one
movie.
anymore because it's.
I love that movie, dude.
it's
And the girl in it
computer.
was super pretty.
Super pretty.
Super pretty.
Gosh, she's pretty.
And the song was
The only
super
thing I know
pretty.
about that movie is they were on an airplane. Steve Buscemi was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, where define irony. Group of men celebrating or dancing on a plane to a song by a band who was made famous from dying in a plane crash.
Oh, they were dancing Leonard Skinner, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a Michael Bay film?
I don't know, but no, Jerry Bruckheimer, I believe. But
Oh, yeah.
I
It's just
think
bad.
I really did like it, though. It was a good movie. Go fuck yourself.
Hey, I didn't say I hated it. I just said I haven't seen it in a long time. I barely remember it.
Who else was in that? The dude from Hell on Wheels, the bad guy. What's his name?
The Swede.
No, the main guy.
He was on Deep Space Nine.
Curly headed fuck.
Bring
John C. Riley?
No, he did kind of look alike though.
Yeah, he looks like an older John C. Riley.
Curly-headed fuck. That's from Step Brothers. That's
Yeah,
the only way I remember
I think you're a curly-headed fuck.
it. When he falls asleep on the beach.
All right, while he's looking at it up, Friday the 13th, the original, the lake scene where that body jumps out of the lake. Jason jumps out of the lake.
Oh, at the end?
Excuse me, the body's all fucked up and the girl's like sitting in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah, okay.
when he's a teenager, technically.
Mm-hmm. How about Sleepaway Camp when you discover
Never
Angela
saw it.
Sig? All right, it's on YouTube, I think.
Sleepaway Camp?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds dumb.
Oh, you've never seen Sleepaway Camp.
Okay. Is it
Sleepaway Camp.
It's terrific.
You have to watch this movie. There's like a possible molestation. There's bad acting. Everybody needs to see Sleepaway Camp.
You got my ears perked when you said possible molestation.
Yeah. Did you see the movie The Strangers? Neve
Isn't that
Campbell and
Neve Campbell?
Nev. She's so
No,
pretty.
I've never.
Okay,
seen
that's a good one too. Gosh.
that sounds like a
Mm.
early 2000s film, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't like Neve Campbell, so
Arwen?
the only thing I liked her in was Saturday Night Live.
The Craft.
Arwen? Are you
She
talking
wasn't
about?
in that.
Are you talking about?
Nev Campbell wasn't in
No.
The Craft?
Yeah, she was in The Craft.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
As
I
what?
think you're talking about two
Looked at
different
me
people.
like I was all done.
Oh, no, not Nev
Liv
Campbell.
Tyler?
Liv Tyler.
Okay,
Damn it.
that Strangers, yes, I've seen.
Okay, yeah.
The one where it's the
That's
husband.
why
and
I was
wife.
looking at you confused, like, I have the wrong person.
Colm Meaney.
Huh?
Colm Meaney is his name. COLM Meaney.
I think it's Comb.
Never heard of him.
Look.
You know this guy if you saw him.
You just come over here and look real quick.
Okay, hold on.
As soon as you see him, you'll be like, "Oh, that guy."
Oh, that fella. His face is kind of shaped like a pumpkin.
Oh, Cole Meany.
Oh,
he's been in a ton of films.
here's one. The Dead Alive scene with Lionel's lawnmower.
Oh God,
Yes,
that's a great scene.
Love that movie.
Some of the most traumatizing shit I ever saw in movies, though, was in Sinister.
I don't know if that's on this list.
The movie's boring. The movie sucked ass.
It didn't suck ass, and shut your mouth.
What's another one, Nally?
The tavern scene from Gremlins.
These movies aren't good unless they're so obscure that literally nobody's ever seen them.
Wrong, sir.
Wrong.
Wrong.
I was yelling at him the other night. It was fucking wrong. Like for no reason. We weren't even cooking.
What are you doing?
The Silence of the Lambs, when he says I ate his liver.
That's a pretty.
Did you know that was ad-libbed?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
He added almost all of that onto
Well,
it.
listeners, did you know if that was ad-libbed? Because
Ding,
Dale obviously didn't.
It's like Dora the Explorer before it's
Yeah.
the podcast, though.
They're making
Did you guys know that it's ad-libbed? Where?
Uh,
Why
here?
were we talking about Cole Meany?
Because we were talking about the
a movie he was in.
Oh, Con Air. He was the guard.
Oh, okay.
Prison guard.
He was on that.
He's
had that-
Irish. Yeah.
Let's see. Don't Look Now.
I've seen that.
The Girl in the Red Coat. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, it's an old film.
You know, a horror movie pissed me off?
Hmm.
The Village.
Because of the ending.
Yep.
I liked it. I
It
liked
was
that
okay.
movie.
It was okay.
I don't mind M. Night Shyamalan. I know a lot of people don't like the old M. Night, but I like it.
What's the movie where the two grandkids go visit their
Oh my
grandparents?
God. That movie is so awesome.
Visit,
Yes.
and it's fucking amazing.
I
'cause
love
If you've
it.
never seen the movie The Visit,
You put a shitty
Check it
diaper
out.
in the kid's face.
oh my God.
That's
Those kids are awesome in that movie too. That's some good acting.
That's one of his best films.
Yes.
The rapper,
It was
the
so
rapper.
funny. Hey, he's no minivan mom rapper, but he's
But that's
all
the thing,
right.
though. When you talk about M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong films, is that he
Ding dong.
he's had some hits, but Jesus, some of his movies are fucking bad, like Lady in the Water
Who did the
or The Wicker Man.
Wicker Man? Was pretty terrible, and I love Nicolas.
Is that
Cage.
okay? Okay.
The bees, not the bees.
Is that where he goes
He goes
to the island?
No, it's not an island necessarily, but it's like a convent
kinda?
of people and or of,
Maybe
He's
it
going to
was an
find his
island.
he's
daughter.
trying to find his daughter.
Okay.
And
Excuse
But
me.
my girl's in that movie.
Who dat?
Lily Sobieski.
Oh, you mean Helen Hunt 2.0?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
They did a movie with Helen Hunt, or no, it was Celebrity Deathmatch. They did Helen Hunt. And Lily Sobieski.
I remember that.
Nice.
Gosh, that's funny.
She's like, you're just an older version of me. Starts slamming her head into the fucking ring.
Is that's not on anymore, is it?
Would it be
No.
funny if they made a new Twister movie and put Lily Sobieski in it?
Oh man, I want another Twister movie.
I
care
love
what
Twister.
I
anybody
love
says.
Twister.
I don't care what anybody
That's good
says.
shit.
When I'm hearing a fucking a lion roar for a tornado sound effect, I'm good to go.
That's right.
Pack me up. I'm ready to go.
I watched how they did some of the sound effects of that movie, and it's really cool. Like,
That's a great movie.
they took this truck and fitted it with all these PVC pipes
Mhm.
and literally drove it down the interstate and put microphones on the outside of the
Yeah.
pipes. Like, if you and
Like a
I
Blue
did
Man
it,
Group concert.
we would have just been like,
Cow. Another cow.
We're going. No. The best part, best quote ever, and God rest his soul, is when
Philip
Philip
Seymour
Seymour Hoffman goes, "Food,
substance.
food,
Very Seymour Hoffman style as well. When he
tasty
just said-
cow, Aunt May."
Fucking crocodile tears.
I sharted. What do you mean you sharted? What's
What's
that?
a fart?
We have to leave now.
When you fart and you shit a little in your pants. Like, I gotta go.
Oh, there's a bad movie moment for me in that movie. Along Came Polly. when his face went against Philip Seymour Hoffman's chest. He's like, whoa.
No, it's not his. It's not Philip Seymour Hoffman's chest.
It's the guy he was playing. He's really hairy.
Oh man, it was so gross though.
And
you could see it come off his lip. Like
every time that comes on, Vance gets a little twinkle and drool in his mouth. It's like, ooh,
hairy bears.
Hairy bears.
What's another one, Allie?
Well, I got a few here, but this computer is not cooperating.
You need to get another computer.
Oh my god.
Vance.
So what's your favorite horror movie scene? What's one of your favorite horror movie scenes?
One of my favorites?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this website because it's not wanting to...
Probably...
That's really annoying.
I can't think of a good one. I'll go next. Vance, you go.
Even though I don't really care for the series, the one that probably scarred me the most was when the girl was in the pit of hypodermic needles and
Saw. Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Oh yeah.
I think we've talked about our favorite horror movie.
Did we? I don't even know. Like we're almost 40 episodes in. I don't know what I did yesterday.
When all the people are taped to the lawn chairs,
and
he ties the chains from them to the car and pulls them from across the pool.
Oh yeah,
and drowns them all. That was fucked. Let's see. I've got more.
Oh, here's a good one. In The Devil's Rejects, when the chick gets hit by the fucking truck.
I like The Devil's Rejects.
That movie was so bad.
I like it when in
I am the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's work. Good line.
What is The Hills Have Eyes 2?
Yes.
When they cut that kid a bunch of times, then put him in the outhouse with the poop.
You should see a movie called Man Bites Dog. It's a French film, and it's from the 80s, and it's about a serial killer who gets he's followed around by a reporter. And he films his crimes, and it's really fucking interesting, and it's all in French, but it's really, really good and very, very graphic.
That sounds like nothing I would ever watch. But
I would watch it.
Another great moment in movie history: Return of the Living Dead. Get the damn screwdriver out of my head!
It's such a great movie. God damn, I love that movie. The Red Letter Media, the guys that I watch constantly, and endorsements all day long for them, but they just did a review of that movie, and I was just like, God, I love this movie. It's so good.
That's in the 80s?
Yes.
Okay.
It was it's when the punks are in the graveyard and the chick's dancing naked and shit like that, and there's a yellow zombie that comes alive because he's been preserved inside this little warehouse, and these two idiots are just in charge of the whole thing, and it's so good.
What about in Critters? Or Critters 2, maybe the two teenagers are going at it in the barn, and she's like,
oh yeah, she looks over.
She's
like,
she said, my house is on fire. Like, mine is too, babe.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Look over at her house, is really on fire.
Yeah.
Didn't Return of the Living Dead, wasn't the cover of that box like a zombie with a mohawk?
It was a great film.
There was a guy with a mohawk in the film. His name was Scuzz or something like that. I can't remember.
Scuzz, very 80s.
But dude, it's such a good film if you haven't seen it. What's another one, Allie?
That site had to go away because there's something wrong with it. So I like it when I don't know, player 2 has entered the game and she got what?
Okay.
Player 2 has left the game.
Shaun the Dead's the best.
Yeah.
God damn, they need to make another one of those.
They do. Is there any talks of that?
As far as I know, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are not making another one, but they need to, because that's like their tribute film.
They can tribute that again.
Everything about that movie just works.
It's perfect.
I need to sit and watch through the whole movie.
The movie
I've never seen
I honestly think that you'd like it.
I do too.
If you just had no one else bothering you.
Like I won't sit there and do all the lines to it.
There's so much you can fucking you can watch it over and over and over again and notice something new about it.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like Arrested Development. I know that's the second time I brought it up today, but
I like Arrested Development. I have not watched the newest.
There's another one, Arrested Development. I did not like it at all when I first watched it.
God,
now
it's so funny.
Now I kind of enjoy it, just like Parks and Rec. I didn't like that either.
Parks and Rec is the best.
I'm breaking him in slowly after almost 9 years. I'm getting to this one here.
I don't know how many times I've seen Office and Parks and Rec.
I like The Office. I've always liked The Office.
Now, you introduced me to Veep. I'm way late to
Beef
that
is
game.
So fucking good.
Last time before we recorded, folks at home,
get out of the way or I'll fucking inhale
Daniel
you.
came over a little early and he was like, well, I'm going to watch Veep. And I'm like, I've never seen this. Holy shit, that shit is funny.
Yeah, shout outs to Veep.
I need a shirt. This isn't Die Hard.
Shout outs to HBO.
They're doing really good. They got that Chernobyl fucking movie coming, or that
What?
movie series, Chernobyl.
What?
Chernobyl.
A marathon? What are you talking about?
Chernobyl.
Yeah, I know what Chernobyl is. Did you say there's a series?
Oh my God, if he says it one more time.
Wait, what are you talking about?
It's a miniseries. Chernobyl.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh my God, I want to fucking punch you.
No. It's a miniseries that's coming out in May, and it's about the explosion that happened in Chernobyl.
Now, is it a docu-style or?
It is a docu-style, yes. But it's a dramatic docu-style.
Ooh. When does that come out?
May.
And what's it called again?
Did you say it again? I'm gonna get punched.
Did you see the movie?
Chernobyl.
God damn, I can't stop coughing. Yeah,
Yes, I've seen the movie.
I liked it. It was weird.
Say it a few more times, man. I'm fucking writing them down.
I'm just trying to.
You can't write.
Look, you don't know how to spell that.
Chair. A noble.
Z L.
Read another headline, Vance.
He got caught with his pants down. He's like, got one.
I haven't seen Vance's pants down in a long time. Oh, whoops.
Wait. What?
Chernobyl. Defrauded it.
Defrauded the Chernobyl.
If you want to live longer, science says. Science.
Yes.
I asked science, and they said
the whole of science.
Oh man,
those ads are fucking terrible.
And they always have the stupidest people
eating a healthy diet.
Like, say if you live in Nebraska, save this on your car insurance. There's always some like stupid girl with her mouth open, all surprised, like, huh? Or some old guy like staring at the film like with a frowning face.
In this ad, there's a chick, some older lady, and she's in a kayak, and the guy behind her, if I was him, I would just bust her head wide open with that.
Now there's a horror movie. It's called Kayak Paddles.
Paddle faster.
He goes around whacking folks with kayak.
Shout outs to Jason Eisner, who does a little mini tubes called. Go ahead.
That's a good movie.
Jason Eisner does. Have you ever seen the ABCs of Death?
Yo, long time ago.
It's fucking not Faces of Death. ABC's.
Oh, that's on Netflix. Is that the animated one?
It's fucking dumb, but it's.
Is that the
Faces
animated?
of Death was fucked up.
The fact they even glamorize that shit just pisses me off. I can't stand it. You got to keep your horror separate. You can't have that type of stuff being glamorized.
It was in the 70s or 80s when that came out.
You know what? There was Faces of Death, and then there was another one that was very similar to it. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll tell you, like, I learned from it because there was this one, it might have even been in Faces, Scenes from Death is what it was called, and it was basically the same thing. And there was this one scene where this guy died because he was working on a car, and it didn't have a wheel on it, and the car came off of the block that it was on, and cut his leg off, and he went into shock, and he died. And, dude, to this day, and you know I work on a lot of cars, to this day, when I jack a car up, I think about that, and I really make sure that it's secure.
Well, I guess it serves some purpose then, but otherwise it was just a glamour film, and it made me sad because those people are fucking dead. It's like, give them, like there's a Reddit, I read it a lot, but there's a Reddit called Watch People Die. It's just like, great, you're just making it worse for the families. Like, that's
it's
fucking
videos
terrible.
of them dying?
It's just videos of people dying.
But there was a scene in Faces of Death where these college graduates were celebrating, and to celebrate being college graduates, they went bungee jumping off of a building. And they jumped off of a 13-story or 12-story building, and they didn't count the 12th story into their equation, and the rope was too long.
Oh.
Or the cord was too long. And if you watch them, I don't want to make fun of it, but like, just because they're all like, we're so smart, you know? But when they jump off the building, it wasn't like a movie. Like, it wasn't like,
No,
it was like,
yeah.
like, And yeah, that was crazy to see. I watched The Faces of Death. I wouldn't say I was a fan of them, but they were there and I watched them.
Some kid, you know, like the internet's been around for so long, and there's the dark web and everything like that. But there is just shit on there that's just like, why would you ever want to watch that?
Right.
Like,
how do you get to the dark web?
You have to have a special invitation.
Really?
You have to have, and you have to be on a VPN, because if the government catches you doing that shit, you're done for.
I've always been curious, like, what's on there?
You can
People
buy and sell
selling
human
dumps.
meat.
Oh,
Also,
we can get human meat.
That's typically they have rooms that they sell what's called dumps, and dumps are like your debit card information.
Yep,
that's dumps.
It's basically a place for people who have no life that want to have a life, but they don't want to go outside.
Oh.
But there's also like a lot of informative shit, like the Anarchist.
Is it fun and informative, like on here?
No, it's not. It's just informative.
Oh.
No fun.
No fun. I'm good. I don't want to go.
The human meat.
About that.
I'll take 2 pounds.
Well, let's start small.
Dark.
Is it going to shrink up like buffalo meat?
Dark
like,
or white?
Like, a lot of people selling like snuff films on there, and
which you can.
Like
I mean, you can go to any parts of the web and find fucked up shit, because that's what the fucking internet is nowadays. It used to be a place where people can go, I'm emailing you about this information, and now it's like, you want to watch some girl get fucking rape revenged? It's retarded. And you know what? It's not retarded. People are fucked up. That's the problem. And that's my soapbox.
He didn't mean to use the R word.
Yeah,
we don't use that.
Sorry about that. And I mean,
in a negative context.
I mean that in a positive way.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what about this topic? How about top 10 scary clowns in movies?
I don't like it.
You said you don't mind scary clowns.
I don't mind them.
Let me guess. Is It on there?
That's number 1.
Oh my god. It's not even that scary.
It's the old It. It's the 90s one.
It doesn't matter. It's not even that scary.
Blood Harvest? Have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
87. Poltergeist, the clown in the...
I like the clown from Scary Movie.
Yes.
Lil J?
The one that raped him.
Yeah.
No, he raped the clown.
Oh, yeah.
The clown's frown.
Because he's like, oh!
The clown's frown.
Carnival of Souls?
Sounds cool. That sounds like a cool movie.
Okay, let's read it here. Actor-comedian Larry Mills plays the role of Louis Seagram, a rapist and murderer.
Oh, no.
While I'll admit this was a piss-poor film, or bears no resemblance to the 1962 horror film Carnival of Souls, Larry Miller comes across as a creepy as hell. Not so much in a fantastical way as the others, but on this list, it's more sleazy and molester kind of way.
Like Captain
Miller
Spaulding.
should never be a clown.
Miller should never be a clown. All right, skip that one.
Yeah. The clown from Zombieland.
Oh, yeah. That's a good movie.
Puddles the Clown kind of freaks me out, dude.
Who's Puddles?
He does like cover songs and he sings them all sad.
Oh yeah, he's really good.
Oh really? That sounds delightful.
He's like a French clown.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really he's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Look him up. He's on the www.youtube.com.
Thanks, Mom.
Oreos are buy one get one free. Come on, all let's go. Damn it. I was trying to do mom rap.
Wash your hands after you pee.
Yeah.
What's another topic?
I don't know. What you got?
What do you have for us, Dan?
I don't have one. I don't have a computer.
Is this the last season of The Walking Dead that's on right now?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I thought it was. I thought they weren't doing any more after this.
It was the last season for Rick.
He's rewatching them.
That's right. Rick is going away.
But the show is staying?
Yeah.
You said you had some problems with the theories and the plot holes. What's going on with that?
Okay.
Enlighten me on this.
First of all, how are there any zombies? Because
it's been... I know what you're about to say, but go ahead.
Well, what am I going to say?
You're going to say how are there any zombies because they would have died off by now, right?
This is how you finish each other's sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
God, that looks good.
Yes, it does.
There's a pizza on the screen.
No. So, okay, I get if someone dies off in their own and they're a zombie, right? They're a zombie.
Yeah.
But they're a zombie, but most of the time people are dying in groups in that movie especially. And as soon as a human dies, the zombies come in and fucking devour the human. Completely gone.
Not necessarily all of them, though.
Yeah,
most of them.
Not all of them.
Dude, if it's a fresh death, the zombie's going to eat it.
Well, I see what you're saying. But at the same time, though, I mean, there's how many? 7 billion people in the world. There's going to be zombies. Like, have you ever read the Zombie Survival Guide?
No.
Okay, in the book, they talk about how long it would take for a zombie to just literally expire. And they said if we're going based off nutrition, it would take 6 months for that zombie to die. Because he would either just decay to the point where he can't walk anymore, or B, he's eaten so much that all the food that has literally been shoved down his throat is just coming out of his ass. And he's gotten too heavy to walk around. So, but I think I see what you're saying. Like, I think there's enough people in the world, though, to make the zombies seem like they're not dying after a good amount of time.
I say, how many billions of motherfuckers roam this earth?
Motherfuckers.
And
4.
I think that there probably were packs of zombies that went more than 6 months without finding anybody, I'm sure, because everybody's hiding.
Right.
Right. So that's one, and I guess maybe that was kind of dumb, but that's just kind of where I was at.
No, it's not a dumb question.
I wonder what the population count as of the current season is in the world on The Walking Dead.
I have a hard time believing that nobody's immune to that disease, though.
So that's one of the things that in the comics they never even mentioned what it was. Like, the show made that up. They said the CDC was like, well, we don't know. In the comic, they never went to the CDC.
No.
It was literally just like, it's a zombie thing. That's all we know.
And then, not so much a hole in the theory, but a question I have is, okay, Lori was pregnant, right?
Yes. Yeah.
If she would have died and been out on her own, would she have came back as a zombie and still been pregnant? And would, if not, because obviously she needs to live to circulate blood to the child, and oxygen, nutrients.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the child would have died.
Yeah.
Would the child be a little baby zombie?
Yes. They'd covered that in Dawn of the Dead. In the remastered or the remake, they actually did a zombie who had a birth of a zombie child.
Oh, yeah, in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty grotesque scene. But
it was.
People were like,
thanks,
people
Diggs.
were shitting themselves because they were like, oh, it's not, that's not how it would work. It's just like it would be stillborn. Well, technically,
not necessarily.
Technically, it wouldn't. It would be a zombie baby.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that I've never really been big into zombie culture. I call it, like, until
it's a good name for it.
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
But Natalie was watching The Walking Dead, and I saw an episode or two of it, and I thought this is okay. But then I started working a different shift where I couldn't catch it, and then 2 or 3 months later I caught it, and they were still doing the same shit in the same place. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. There's no way. But then everybody loved it, right? And I'm like, and I'm not the kind of person that hates something just because everybody loves it, Dan.
Oh, wow, really?
So I'm like, well, you know what?
Dig.
All these fucking millions of people can't be wrong, right? So let me just try it. So I gave it a legitimate try when I had some time to actually binge watch some of it.
Right.
It's one of the best series I've ever seen in my life.
It's a good show.
The acting is phenomenal. Even the people that I don't like, I like. You know, like, except Andrea, she's a stupid bitch. But and Lori, I hated Lori. But even the bad guys, like, I love Negan. Yeah, Negan. He was fucking great.
Negan was actually one of the parts of the episodes that nobody really liked.
What? He's my favorite character on there.
They did not like Jeffrey Dean playing that character. They're like, that is a horrible character.
Because he stands back when he talks.
Because he talks like this, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you got your shit and pants
I like him.
on.
I love it. Like, and if you go back and look at the graphic novels or the comics, like,
in the graphic novels, he was way more aggressive.
But as far as attitude goes and how you would picture that guy talking in a real life version of him, nailed it. I think they did great.
He's supposed to be a gym teacher. That's what his job was. And in the comics, when they painted him as, see, this thing is they fucked up on the governor.
Ugh,
I hated the governor. Dude.
But in the comics, the governor was actually a really fucked up character, worse than Negan, I think. And Because Negan has a code.
Negan had the right idea, bad execution.
He was like the apocalypse Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can do that. But...
No, we're not pro-Hitler.
No, not at all.
Calm down.
Yeah. Not to me. Of course not to me. No,
I'm not saying anything Hitler did was right. But,
well...
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna disagree.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
He built the Autobahn. He was a staunch vegetarian. He hated vivisection, but vivisection is where they operate on animals to learn more about the animal itself.
Oh, like dissection.
He understood fashion. He understood war tactics. He was a staunch politician. He was horrible. Don't get me wrong. But there were some things he did right for Germany. But where he fucked up is because I know because I've read Mein Kampf and I can tell you this.
Whoa.
He was supposed to be a painter.
You could probably read that on the dark web.
And you can just buy a copy.
Oh, okay, well I tried. I guess I'm not going to the dark web.
No, I have a copy on my old tablets, and I read it front to back, and it's boring. But in there he talks about the first 5 chapters. He talks about how he wanted to be a painter. And his dad wanted him to be a nationalist and a statesman. And he was deprived of his creativity. That's what fucking drove that guy into doing what he did. I guarantee you that's what it was. If anybody had
and he was fucked up.
Well, no, the way he viewed things wasn't until later on in life that he got that way because of his dad. His dad was his aunt was a Jewish born German. And he loved her. He loved painting. It wasn't until later on in life when he started thinking to himself, I want to make my dad proud. That's when he started having those ideals of why is America letting their country be run over by African Americans? Why is that? Why is that happening? And oh my God, now I need to fucking ethnically cleanse the world. That's when he became a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But if he was a good dude, with the good intentions, outside of his own love for Germany.
Oh, he's a military genius.
The guy was he would have been everything that he shouldn't have been. And it sucks because I hate seeing that where somebody has all this potential and they have all this good stuff going on for them and they fuck it up because they hate a race. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But
I hate a race.
But he,
the human race.
He hated the fact that the Jews killed Christ, and he hated the fact that even though, the Jesus Christ was, technically Jewish, but whatever. But yeah, if you read Mein Kampf, there's things about him that you can't deny, that he was a smart, and when he was young, he was an upstanding kid. When he fought in the war, he hated the fact that he had to kill things. He hated it. But when he got older, that's when everything fucked up. And anybody who's a historian is probably going to correct me on this shit, but that's fine. Send your corrections to where, Vance?
Don't look under the bed podcast at gmail.com.
And trust me, I am not stating that I stand behind Hitler's ideals. He was a fucking sicko. Because even though he hated vivisection, he had no problem experimenting on Jewish people.
Well, I think people that are in the southern chapters of the KKK like him because he invented meth.
Now KKK. Now that's a bunch of people I can get behind and go,
fucking
you,
idiots,
you fucking morons, you dumb bastards.
But I'm gonna edit that to where it just says the KKK. Now there's a bunch of people I can get behind, and I'm gonna cut you off right there.
No. Vote for Vance the next election. If you were president,
who are you voting for, little guy?
Who are you voting for?
Little guy.
Who is it going to be?
Oh.
Is it going to be me?
I'm playing the saxophone.
Or is it going to be this KKK leader, Vance Rose? Fuck that guy.
I don't lead the KKK. I can barely spell it.
If you were president, and I've been thinking about this lady.
I'd make a fucking great president.
If you were president, what is the first bill you would pass?
I'm just a bill up on Capitol Hill.
I would work to get marijuana legalized just because I'm fucking tired of hearing about it.
Goddamn hippies.
I'm fucking sick of hearing about it all the time. Legalize it, bro! It's medicine. Cool. Okay. It's not killing people. Fuck it.
I did drive by a video store yesterday. Nope. Tuesday, and it said like their specials on the videos, but then it also said now selling CBD oil for pets. I'm like, what the fuck? In that
video store?
Yep. Yep, that is no lie, folks. It sells pizza, videos, and CBD oil for pets.
Yeah.
Is that what's called, CBD? Okay.
Cannabis
ABC, CBD.
Dioxide. I don't know. I don't know anything
I don't
about
fucking know either.
Here's
I
the
was
thing.
like, what?
Here's the thing.
Carbonous.
People who say, "Oh, CBD will help my depression," I don't believe them. I believe them fucking 0%. I don't understand how it would work. I don't understand how it would even get into your system to make you feel better, because there's no traces of THC in it, so the drug is gone at that point. How does it make your depression and anxiety go away by rubbing oil into your skin? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So anybody who says that, if you use CBD oil and you want to talk to us about that and send us an email.
Yeah, by all means, educate Dan.
Please, because I'd love to know. Because I have friends that swear by it, and I'm like, that is impossible. I don't think it works. I think it's a snake oil. I'm not saying there's no benefits to pot.
It's like when the old people say, rub Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet when you have a cold.
Right. Like, who the fuck is smelling that? Yeah, you got dogs sniffing around. Yeah, they're all cleared up. Their congestion's gone. But, Nelly, what's a bill you would pass?
I don't know.
You don't know what you would do first? Like,
okay, so let's say this. It doesn't have to be a bill. Just what's one thing you would like to see happen in the world?
There you go.
No more animal testing for cosmetics, especially. No rabbit needs to wear your fucking lipsticks. Knock it off. A lot of companies stop doing it. Get on board, everyone. We don't buy things that are if they don't have the little bunny on it.
Yeah.
Ain't buying it. Fuck you.
Nope.
Yeah.
It doesn't come in this house.
And I would also make everyone start recycling. Or composting.
Here's the thing. Bill Nye was talking about this one time.
The science guy?
He was talking about recycling that. Remember how you used to get money for cans and stuff like that?
Yeah, the goat.
You don't really do that anymore because there was no money in for the government.
No, I know.
And he was talking about, he's like, if you get people to recycle all around the world and you pay them for it, you will have so much cleaner oceans. You will have a cleaner air. You will have cleaner everything because people will get paid.
Yeah.
But I believe that I'd vote for you.
I think it should be a law. I think they should do spot checks on garbage. And if you know what? If I catch a fucking 6-pack holder in your garbage that's not cut up with scissors, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you.
Now, right there, that's that libertarian bullshit that I've been talking about. And I don't need that in my country. Okay, I'm a free American. I do what I want.
They hurt the baby animals.
There's a lot. There's even things we won't buy if the packaging is like a single-use plastic that can't be recycled. I won't buy it.
There was a meme that was online, and they were talking about this. They said, 150 million animals a day get killed and slaughtered for food. There would be more plastic in the seas than there are fish by 2050. And then next to it, it was like a sleeping, like he had his eyes closed. And then next panel over, it was his eyes way open and like bloodshot, and it said an old building burns because of the Notre Dame fire, and everyone freaking out about it. It's like, really? Who cares? Well, it's a fucking old building.
It's 850 years old. It's really old.
I don't fucking
It's a beautiful building. Well, they're trying to fix it.
Yeah, well.
But it's not just about recycling plastic and glass for me. It's about like, let's spend more resources on, or research dollars on trying to find resources that are better for the environment. I think they still allow too many diesel particulates and stuff in the air.
But Vance, where's the money going to come from? See, we live in an agrarian society that tells people like,
we get
if you're
really
having
topical.
babies,
You know what? Maybe we can fucking cut Viagra funding.
Oh,
research on keeping
we do that.
Your Johnson hard.
We do that. You're pissing off the old voters, and they're the ones who vote.
Yeah.
And if I don't get votes, I can't be president. And
we strayed really far from horror.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. He's got a point, and I agree with you. I'd vote for you, but I'm just sitting there saying, like, even after all that shit, you need votes and you need fucking money. And
I thought you were voting for me. You can't vote for him if you're voting for me.
I can vote for both of you.
That's illegal.
If I was president, I would make it not only
where you could vote for more than one person.
I keep saying in a tie.
I just love them both so much.
I can't decide. Like, who's the best Instagram page?
Well, okay. Well, Natalie is my sister, but Vance helped me with my motorcycle.
story.
I'd love to see her smear campaign ads against each other. Vance has never worked a day in his life. Fact.
He doesn't unball his socks when he takes them off his feet.
Natalie drives through our neighborhood too fast.
I do. And then there's like a splattered kid on the ground.
But you know
Natalie
what?
and the people
I'm not trying to air our relationship, but after it's coming on 9 years, and that is my biggest complaint about her. Like, she drives too fast through our neighborhood, especially.
And I have the cutest kitties in the world.
But I'm doing okay in life.
He got mad because I was driving 25 or 20 and a 25 yesterday. This one
you
here.
Weren't driving 20.
Like fun, I wasn't.
Just like you weren't speeding when you got pulled over and got the ticket.
6 miles over the speed limit?
Yeah, it's not a fucking guideline or an idea. It's a law.
Whoa, things are heating up here on the...
Stop raising my arm.
But I love everything else about you.
Thank you.
Except that. Oh, man.
Your stuff is making me cough.
If anybody can hear me out there, send help.
She beats me.
I told the cashier at the gas station or this grocery store that one time, I asked for a candy bar and she's like, I put a candy bar in the cart and she's like, how'd that get in there? I was like, I don't know. And then I told the cashier, I'm like, she's going to hit me. She's going to beat me.
You can't joke about that shit.
No,
help.
she was going to really call.
She called CPS on him.
And I probably told you this before, but I like to go to the store with Natalie and act like I don't know her and say, ma'am, are you going to take that stuff out of your purse and pay for it?
Natalie has never bought one single thing out of fact. Tell the people in Congress you don't want Natalie in office.
It's me nowhere near a store and I'm like putting something in my purse and he photoshops in food.
Sounds like a great relationship. Vance, what's another one we got here?
Another what?
Another headline.
Another headline? Hello? Let's see here. It says...
You guys started streaming.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play a little Apex Legends.
Ooh. Okay. Slain, Missouri KKK leader's wife admits killing him.
Good.
So how did she kill him?
She looks like...
she is
my
rough.
God. Oh.
She looked like a bulldog.
How'd she kill him?
I guarantee you they got that picture off people at Walmart.com. Let's see here.
It was in 2017.
Melissa and Kona was sentenced to life in prison Friday after a deal which she pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and abandonment of a corpse in February of 2017.
Abandonment of a corpse?
Her husband, Frank, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported she was identified, or what's that? I'm sorry.
He identified himself as a KKK Imperial Wizard and had recently asked his wife for a divorce, according to the officials and court records.
You ain't getting no divorce from me.
Oh, that's what she looks like. She sounds like, dude. You want to get no divorce from me?
I'm glad that shit doesn't stick in my head because, like, I'm just learning Dungeons and Dragons. What do you want to be? An Imperial Wizard? Whoa. Whoa.
I don't think that's in the books.
Whoa.
Our dungeon master, Eric, just walks out. I ain't doing this shit. He rolls a d20 and he leaves.
I'm not here for this hate.
Successor 10 or above, I leave.
No, if you're in the KKK, you're a dumb son bitch.
Yeah, write us. I'd love to fuck
like,
you. I'd love
to tear you apart.
Pillage you back together and kiss you on your lips.
You're one human meat I wouldn't eat.
Thanks, Natalie.
You're welcome.
How did she kill him?
Shot.
That's it?
Shot him and left him.
I fired both. I'm going to read it in her voice.
Okay.
I fired both shots that killed my husband. Is what she told the Judge Wendy Wexler.
You thought there was going to be more than that, didn't you?
Yeah, I was hoping. She said she cleaned the walls of their bedroom, disposed of the bloody bedding, and tried to hide the crime. So she probably said, like, I scrubbed down them walls in our bedroom.
I used bleach.
I got rid of the bloody bedding. And tried to hide the crime, but I'm dumb. I'm dumber than a bag of hammers, Your Honor.
All of them would slaughter each other like that.
Oh God, let the animals wipe themselves out. I'm dumber than a bag of hammers, Your Honor.
Is a bag of hammers, can it do math? I mean, like, is it that smart?
Well,
They got heads.
Dan, are they metric hammers?
Yeah, they're metric.
And they got a real good handle on things.
Yeah. Oh, God. What a jackass.
Every time you ask them something, they hit the nail on the head.
Oh. Jesus Christ, Vance.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Do you like the left-handed hammers?
They give me a pounding headache.
Would you stop that?
Minor fiberglass, your joke was irrelevant.
What an asshole. All right. Well,
If you want to help us bash the KKK, you can email us at don'tlookunderthebedpodcast@gmail.com. You can get a hold of us Twitter at DLUTB. That stands for Don't Look Under the Bed. Instagram, Don't Look Under the Bed Podcast. Facebook, Don't Look Under the Bed Podcast. You can also catch us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. We're fucking all over the place. Check us out.
All over.
We really are.
Share us. Us.
I don't want to say a good thank you and a happy new year to all the users that are listening to us right now. Thanks again. We appreciate your listenings.
We are putting some new material together. It's in the idea stages right now for some video content. So if you want to get first access to that, go ahead and hit us up on our Patreon. That's Patreon/DLUTV or PayPal. Donors are going to get first crack at seeing the new video stuff that's going to be hopefully pretty great, and also some maybe some outtake stuff, some special content. So just check us out. You know what? If you can't donate to the Patreon or PayPal, just keep listening and keep talking about us because we love it. So,
and we appreciate it.
T-shirts are coming soon.
And each and every one of you are special to me, except for you. You're not special.
Each and every one, almost.
Pointed at Vinny's not special.
No, I'm very special.
He's real. He's real special.
That person knows who I'm talking about. And
you know what you did.
All right.
What if someone's listening to this and he's talking about me, and then they just swerve their fucking car off to the ditch?
That'd be terrible.
Yeah. So,
but I would allow it.
I'd like to welcome some new countries to our map that I see here. We have Greece.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Finland, and I don't know if I said New Zealand last time.
Finland.
Me too.
Hey, you know what? If you're listening from Greece and you want to see us and you want to send us some money for the plane tickets, we will come out.
Fuck yeah, I would.
We'll bring you some King Kong Euros so you guys can test them. See how they go against your guys' Euros there.
And I would like to learn about the Rome Colosseums.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, I'd like to go to one. Can we fight in one, me and you? No, can we have a real fight?
No, I don't want to fight.
Can I be the king that...
Because you'd punch my face.
Or the emperor that gives the thumbs up or the thumbs down to make sure one of you guys dies?
You don't punch someone's face open.
Yeah, it'd split my face. It's face open.
Face
open, face off.
Another great movie, Face Off.
Okay, I do remember that movie.
It's fucking terrific.
In the long line of Nicolas Cage films, I do remember that one.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how you get a hold of us. And we love hearing your emails. We love reading them. We love hearing them. We love reading your emails, so thank you so much for everything that you've sent, everything you're going to send in the future, and we will be we'll be back next week.
We sure will.
This has been
that you would.
With more Soccer Mom raps.
Thanks, guys, and this has been the Look on the Bed podcast, the podcast for all things comedy and horror. I'll wait until you're done.
I was giving you a funky beat, dude.
Okay, we'll try it again. Here,
for the outro.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta take it seriously if you're gonna do it. Yeah.
I'm taking you all to Chuck E. Cheese. Make sure to use your manners and say please.
I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'll do the outro. Hold on. God.
Are you gonna rap? You're pulling in.
For watching.
You're dumb.
Thanks for listening to the Don't Look Under the Bed podcast.
My God.
It's pretty bad. Are we gonna get signed?
Eminem is not gonna come here and high five you.
I'm one of your hosts, Dan Wonder. Next to me is
Natalie Rose.
Next to her is
Vinny Rose.
And Nick will be back next week. Everybody, bye.
Bye.